Hello, 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 Governor. And Mum. Let's get this wrapped up. So if you remember correctly, Wiggins' brother has been accused of murder. And yes, I did frame up Sherlock's head with the swords coming out. I did spend the time doing that. And it actually took longer than you would think. Anyway, as you get to a certain angle, it zooms in. And then it kind of fucks up. And you can't see him. But, you know what? I want to wear a hat. We need a different suit, too. Can we wear a stash yet? Do we unlock any stashes? I wonder how you unlock these. We're not even allowed to wear our Sherlock Holmes hat. Like, that's like crazy. I wish we could have the handlebar mustache. Brown suit? No, not with the black hat. Green suit? That looks like a black vest. Let's do that. You know what? No, actually, I like. We got the black trim of the tie and on his vest there, so let's sport the gray one. Nah, looking sharp, Sherlock. Let's roll, homie. Oh, solve the crime at Half Moon Street. Investigate the crime scene and talk to a witness at Half Moon Street. Interrogate Lighton and examine his belongings in Scotland Yard. All right, let's check out the crime scene before we start asking any questions. Watson, get us a carriage. And while that's happening, I'm going to try and fix my reflective ways. Without breaking the rest of the green screen. All right, let's see how that works. Oop, we gotta click back on here. There we go. Tally-ho.
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
That's why we're here, Watson. Old Whitechapel. Okay, well, I guess we're going this way. All right, cutscene.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
What's going on, Selena? How we doing? I'm out of it.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stat fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
A jeweller?
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Okay.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
Okay, so he was just running
Pay
away.
attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Really? Alright, let's check out this guy first. Check out his shoes. Nothing. Nothing on the shoes. No, his dick's good. It's always a hand.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
Yeah, I think that just bleeds out. We got a little tat.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
Sounds like an Irish mobster, but this is a little too early for Irish mobsters, right? He was in pain when he died. Look at him.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Alright, what about your buddy? Well, that's what that's gonna be. Oh. Plates.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
It's like a peg leg. How do I... Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Oh, he took him right in the fucking head.
The bullet struck his
Execution
head.
style.
This man didn't stand a chance.
Ooh.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Interesting. Is this Mr. Turner? Who are you, dude?
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
We haven't been there yet, man. We ain't got that far. Alright, Mr. Turner.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman?
Yeah,
I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
I am really thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Alright, there's nothing on his head, really. Man, you do have to wear your medal. He's just wearing that to show off, let's be real. Oh, he's leaning on the wall, okay. Power life? What does that say? Ah, buttons. Poor life. Power life? I was close.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Yeah, power life doesn't make any sense, though. Poor life does.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
Second louder than the
Mr.
first.
Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with the gun might return. So I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the half moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
All right, we got some clues to link together, apparently. I mean, he could see out if it's a dark window. That makes sense. Mr. said they remained at the window of his flat until the police arrived. However, this is a conflict with Murrow's statement, as the constable did not see anyone at the window. Oh, I see. That doesn't match? You'd think that would match. Can we call him?
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean?
Nope.
It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Yeah. He went real
Mr.
quick.
Turner appears to live very modestly. This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Ashes. No.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Yeah, that's black tea. I don't like black tea at 10 o'clock at night. You shouldn't be drinking black tea at 10 o'clock at night either. That's good. Whatever.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Can we take it to the lab?
These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
What's Mr. Turner hiding here? We're searching this whole fucking place. What's he gonna do? Chase us down and stop us?
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Which is on the other side of the house.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
The walking stick, he was down there. You lying son of a bitch.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Yeah, we got you. We don't even know you can go downtown. It's open shut. Mr. Turner did it. Yes, that's a kitchen table. Sweepings. Shredded paper.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table.
It's a big-ass knife, too.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Let's look around on the inside first. Nothing? No? All right.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler.
Go Watson just hanging out.
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
All right. I think he got it from the bed. He then opened the window. Like he took something first, yeah, then he approached it. Oh, that's all number 3, okay. And then I think placed a broken stick and took something. Then he cut the papers. Did I not get it right, or did it screw up? I mean, this makes sense, right? Good. I didn't want to wait for him to run up there.
No, it didn't happen this way.
Did I miss a step? I think I missed a step. Should we talk to him again, maybe? Yeah, I think we did too. I think I just went boom, boom. How we doing, Laura? Welcome back.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
I figured he fat prints.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Moby Dick.
Well now, what a find! A precious jewel concealed inside a book. A bracelet with a unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Busted, homie.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg.
Yeah, I mean, we got the
It would have
broken cane,
taken
too.
at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
All right, spill it.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Oh, come on, man.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr.
There's no
Turner,
buts.
does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel
What did he
inside a
burn?
book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
The dead guy? My controller's going wonky. Well, there it goes. Then I start the pairing mode, and now it's being stupid again. Blah, 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 blah. do it like this. Yeah, we got to figure out what he was burning. There's got to be something else to it. What do we want to click on? We want to click on that. There we go.
That's why it's better to stay at home at night.
Can we take it to our lab and see if we can inspect it a little more? Says we're done with it. It's green. He's not green though. He's white. So we may need to come talk to him some more. All right, we got some more people to talk to. There's this flower salesman or saleswoman, salesperson. Oh, Polly Powell.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is
What?
Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Well, not to me, you didn't.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
That makes sense.
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Alright, so solve the crime, interrogate Lighton, investigate the ancient bracelet. Alright, I guess let's go talk to Wiggins' little bro, or big bro. Let me get some more water. Watson's just looking at him like, can we go, Holmes? For real, dude. Hello? Or the Sherlock.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes.
Thanks, buddy.
Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
Shapes of noses. That's the corner. Alright, what do we got?
These
Some old
cigarettes are filled with
cigarettes.
cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
An apple.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
How many shots
So
did
this
fire?
is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Can we open? Alright, 2 shots have been fired.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Different shots. They made different noises. Why would they make different noises? Turner could hear the contrast between 2 shots fired. In fact, 3 shots were made. Hold on. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. That would make sense. Turner could hear the contrast between the 2 fired shots that are made from different points in Half Moon Street. I think we like that one. Recreate a crossfire. Light had none of the valuable in possession when he was caught by police. Kenneth Butler and Brian McCarty were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. How do we go into there again? Alright. The witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. Alright, that's everything. Let's go talk to him. Is he in holding or is he in the booking cell?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Alright, first of all, that's a nice ass fucking scar you got on your face. What is it, his nose? Something right here is flashing. Why is he a hothead? Because the cops beat his ass. Oh, he's got the tat. So he knew that dude. Vercetti probably The
Good.
Italian dude.
Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible.
It was horrible.
Second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
Who was the third man?
Layton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
This makes some sense.
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Layton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
All right, so what's the deets here?
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a
back's
robbery.
tightened up.
Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I Heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Alright, so we gotta go investigate some stuff at home. One of them's got to match up, right? Violent crime committed in Half Moon Street. Violent crime could have had a personal motive. No. No, we've already done through all those. All right. Does Charlotte got anything else for us?
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad?
Alright, what do we got? Ancient bracelets. That's back home. There's a bunch of crossfire. Let's go home, mate. I got a kitty cat laying down in front of me. Oh, that wasn't a very long ride at all. I wasn't meaning to mess with your tail. Chill out. Alright, so we want to look up ancient bracelets. Does chemistry, marks and symbols?
That is not the one I need.
In the newspapers.
That is not the one I need.
House of Parliament. Economic science, technology, Greek history.
That is not the one I need.
I thought he said it was Greek.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Interesting. Alright, antique art of British museums. Alright, these beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace, and ring, each made of pure gold. The 5 rams of Mytilene. I don't give a shit. Have been missing from the museum since 1885.
Here it is. I need to continue my research in my archives.
We're in your archives there, everybody. Let's get the answer. Okay, so, oh, when did it say? Okay, when did it... When was it stolen? 1885. So now we gotta go to the newspapers. Aha! The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glasford Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still yet to be found.
Here it is.
All right, so...
One of the victims,
hey, Nibbler, what's going on,
Kenneth
buddy?
Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
All right, this is starting to large. We got a clue what nothing we can do with it? Oh, did we miss that one earlier? The person who Light and Chapman describes in his statements is a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. No, I don't think that's true at all. We got some more letters, eh? Sensation, an exotic method of murder. The arsenal of our present-day criminals soon be refilled with poisonous plants. A young, beautiful woman, in a collaboration with her colleague at Kew Gardens, planned the terrible murder of the director, Montague Dunn. Only one detective was capable of uncovering the truth behind the tragedy that was initially believed to be a simple heart attack, and that detective's name is Sherlock motherfucking Holmes. All right, hold on. I got to stretch my back, my neck, and my back. All right, but we got to roll anyway, so I'll do that while we're traveling. So... Oh, I can't cycle through. I gotta go that way. All right. Do we go do the experiment? I'm curious about this. Let's go here.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
Okay. All right, well, that made sense, right? What we got in your shells, buddy? Ooh.
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
Why is that interest?
Crampons.
All right, well. Think he'd have those priceless artifacts just chilling?
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
Why is it just giving us some random ass objects? Some cool hats. Why don't we take a new hat home with us, Sherlock? The music just had an ominous tone there. But really, he just leaves it sitting out, huh?
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Oh, it's on this letter. Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of gold jewelry with a ram head from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in a deal. I'm waiting for you crossing the Great Alley at Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. All right.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
The search for the missing homeless treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed in Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. Find that crime is committed in Half Moon, it could have been a personal motive. No, it's all about this fucking jewelry. Seriously, what's up with the flare gun?
A flare pistol.
We got the Mountaineer stuff. No, you don't want to talk? Were we supposed to search this place? Alright, I guess we did. Alright, let's go do our experiment. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We ain't got no guns! Fish, knock it off. Alright, let's go save an innocent man with one of our crazy experiments.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours. It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
What do you mean?
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Wiggins.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
It's gotta be like a pole or something somewhere.
such a young man, and already a murderer.
Lady, don't assume shit. Hey, there's a pole. That thing's like a murder weapon. Just
This should be useful.
Someone needs to clean this fucking wall. That's for damn sure.
Nothing interesting here.
Alright, let's go check that wall out now. Come on, get your body out of the way, buddy.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh.
How can you tell that?
Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
My controller just lost connection again. Alright. Lighten's statement, and we got third shot. Lighten Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable, as the 3 shots at the crime scene prove the presence of a second gun is now missing. We know it's not the case. What's going on here? We gotta connect the clues for it or something? Third shot, 2 victims. Kenneth Butler and Ray McCarty both died of crossfire, with each of them holding a gun. One of the guns is now missing. Yes. Yes. Did I yawn? I don't even remember yawning. It tells you how far along I am. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? Missed somebody hiding in the shadows.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
We're gonna play hide and go seek. Oh, we get to be Marrow. I don't trust Holmes. He could be fucking anywhere. Hey, buddy.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Another place to hide.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll
You kinda
find
scared me
another
there.
place to hide.
I wasn't ready for him right there. Okay, it was not going to be in that same spot. Alright, he's on there.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
Yeah.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
Yes, they are. Some of us are off all week. That is for damn sure. If we can assume that there was one more person in Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there's no way to forward or back for his escape, only up. Let's reenact the action, recreate the fireworks described by Lighton, and attempt to climb the wall. We gotta go back to the pawn shop. I mean, I guess he doesn't need that shit anymore. I mean, he's dead. Oh, that was quick. We were right down the street. I guess that's why the dude walked. That dude's still smoking that cigarette.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
See, I guess we should have done that experiment before.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
Where's homie going? And back. I don't think we have anything to do with Baker Street either. I don't think we need to worry about talking to Lighton anymore.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
You're a dick, dude.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
This makes
But
sense.
Holmes, I don't see how.
Why he couldn't hear his
I am going
footsteps.
to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
Come on.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
Where are we? I think it's gonna be this one.
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow.
It's gotta be right here then.
This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
Alright, let's get up. The constable's a cock, dude, for real. Why did that blind Watson? I'm not very good at this, Sherlock.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
I should try climbing faster.
Maybe if it would take my button clicks.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there? Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
Did we just not even tell anybody that we were doing? Like, Watson saw us go take the fucking climbing stuff.
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
I mean, why wouldn't you just keep going up? Like, you're almost there. Oh, what was that?
These shards of glass are from the window above.
All right, this piano music reminds me of a Criminal Minds episode where there's like an autistic kid.
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste, he ripped his jacket.
Yep, that's a jacket. Shabby fabric. Black threads.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
All right, so Leighton is not crazy. It's innocent. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the mysterious jacketed man who participated in the shooting at Half Moon Street was proven to be true. Why does none of my shit add up? What was so specific? The Criminal Minds episode? Because the kid only can play piano. It's like, I don't know. I don't remember which season or anything else like that. I couldn't even tell you if Gideon was in it or Rossi. Princess was still in it. Alright, let's examine our shits over here at our shit.
Let us take a closer look.
That looks pretty good to me.
It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
He just had
Here
his
you
head.
are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes.
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair. This is a most unusual hair.
It's really thick.
Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample.
And the horsehair.
The horsehair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
What kind of exotic animal? Hey, we got rid of the imaginary. No. Native vanished from the crime scene at Half Moon. Could be a circus acrobat. He managed to scare a 30-foot wide hall. Yeah, that makes sense. King Julian. What's going on, dude? Oh. It all comes together. The person who was seen by light and Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. Ask Wiggins for help in finding this circus. Alright. And we know where Wiggins is. He's getting harassed by the copper. Oh, Wiggins. And what's he saying to him this time?
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
Oi, oi, oi. You watch your fucking tongue, you dickhead motherfucker.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
Science!
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
Well, I can't count on Watson, that's for damn sure. The next morning, very early. Man, why are we gonna get up early?
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
3, 4.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show.
Riding a tricycle?
Duval Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Do we want to wear a costume? No? No. I was kind of hoping we'd dress up like a carny. But I guess I wouldn't be a carny at a circus. What do you call circus folk? Is circus folk still carny? Or are they just called circus folk? I need answers.
Aye, you! Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off. You're a bit slow to catch on, eh? Get lost.
Do we need to... I think we need a disguise. Can we just walk in?
You're a bit slow to catch on, eh? Get lost.
I think we need to dress up like a carny. I think that's exactly what we need to do. To be their lockpicker. Yeah, we got no evidence to look at. Ensure that your makeup disguise is suitable for entering a circus. So facial hair, a seedy suit, and a hat should look well. Alright. Oh, we can use all the hats. Nice. Alright, so we're going with that one. Fu Manchu? No, we're not just doing a stash. Stashes are just creepy. Except for that one. There we go, our little goat. We're with the beard with the handlebar. It's around here somewhere. There it is. We're not wearing a suit. We want to wear a bandit outfit? With the farmer outfit. Oh, well, it's not the unbuttoned suit because it's locked. I guess we'll wear the bandit outfit.
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
What? Did he just say criminals can't wear glasses? Did he really say that? See, now the outfit just doesn't go together.
I'd better wear a shabby hat.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That shabby?
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Man, we were just
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Oh, thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
He doesn't look that different. Like,
Holmes,
It's all right, Watson.
Oh, he's staying here, eh? Guess we'll handle the circus by ourselves.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
Charles Foley, eh?
Charles Foley is inside the marquee.
Maybe we should have looked around first.
So, everything is here just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Ooh, he's
Right.
nice.
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear
The
it.
key around his neck.
Be ready for tonight, then.
What are these barrels?
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. This wooden barrel... There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out. The crest of the Honorable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure. Judging by
looks
the
like gunpowder.
fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry.
Oh boy, the door is going to get us fucked up. What do we got here? Rise up and keep rising, from lambs into lions.
That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people. There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
You got a whole printing
This
press
printing
here.
press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day.
Hundreds per day, that's funny. And that was a lot.
Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
Got his ear pierced. Is he a sailor? He's got some big old lips. He's got some Mick Jagger lips. Ooh, what was... Protected safe. Oh, he's got a wound. Okay. Some nice veins. He's strapped. Oh, he's got one of the rings on, eh? What's he carrying? Nope, little dick, alright. Alright, so he's a dude. Looks like Foley did it. Man in jacket. Charles Foley wears an antique ring, the last missing piece of the 5 rims of the Mintili jewel set, and also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man who nimbly escaped the crime scene. I don't know if it proves it. Alright, let's see if we can unlock this shit. Ah, I always hit the wrong button. Alright. Okay, we're going to have to move it, so let's... I just like that sound, I ain't gonna lie. Well, where's the end here? Alright, so there's an end. It's just slightly off. Does that matter? Are you alright, Fishy? Alright, we got it. Boom. There we go. What's up now, dude? Told you, my name is Nigel. I can do whatever you want.
Ah, well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Door key, the lamp wouldn't help. The antique bracelet, maybe? Jail thief.
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you.
He was okay.
Before I was released, he told me that you might
Foley,
find a
that
job
was the guy
for
that
me
stole
one
the other
day
shit.
and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
That was a big
It's
one.
all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on the corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
All right, let's go. That was weird. We could open the location screen.
Here I am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures. This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Oh, I see. We're here before them. Oh, this looks a little complicated there, Holmes. Sorry, let's start at the end again. Alright, there doesn't seem to be an end on this one. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Maybe. Anything else on this one besides that? No. Look at all that crazy shenanigans. Okay, so this one does not move. Alright. For an old lock, Sherlock, sure kicking our ass. think we totally want it like this. All right. And this one's going to have to line up somehow. Boom, boom. And then that one doesn't work. But it works there. There it is.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Is it behind the books?
This cupboard is an absolute mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Well, that was fucking easy. We'll look around before we fucking just finish up in here. Like, Jesus Christ. It's time to be a little bit harder than that. There's no rooms up here at all? What's the whole fucking point of having a second story? Alright, that was literally the only thing we could do in here, was to do this.
So, that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Looks like they can be moved. Okay, well, that's obviously not right. We get it already? Pretty damn close. That was the easiest one of the night.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out.
Sounds like a plan, Sherlock.
Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Can we block it somehow?
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
He's just gonna jump right through.
This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
Not quickly, at least. We gotta block this door somehow.
I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
Can we look at the where it was hung? No. All right. So how are we going to? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, that's a lovely old carpet.
A lovely old carpet.
This should be useful.
Whole fucking chair, Holmes? Can we...
The door is now blocked.
Oh, hey.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
What is this, like Scooby-Doo all of a sudden?
This hatch leads to a cellar.
We got the carpet. Don't we?
I wonder what this old chandelier...
All right, let's go upstairs.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
I like how we just beelined and jumped right out. Those are pearls?
This should be useful.
We're gonna put beads on the floor.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
I'm gonna watch him. Little Kevin McAllister.
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
All right, nothing else. So we got one more door we gotta do.
This hatch.
Do we need to go look at the carpet again? I bet we do, because we hadn't looked at the hatch. Come on, step over the hole, Holmes. That'd be funny if you fell into the hole. And he was stuck there till the robbers came. Come on, give me that fine carpet.
This should be useful.
Alright, now we got it.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar.
Is he gonna just take it and smash the door?
I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the... I wonder what...
Alright. So we're not done yet because he picks up the fucking hammer and breaks the door down. We push this piano.
The
in
door
front of
is
it?
now blocked. The door is now blocked. The door is now blocked. This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
What are we gonna do with the stove?
This should be useful.
Rope. We're gonna make a... Is it gonna drop the chandelier on them if they try and grab the... sledgehammer?
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
Fred would be so happy.
If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
All right. I think we're about done. Once we catch these fuckers.
Police! Police! Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
You sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Moriarty.
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder. And the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
No, I am much better than the coppers.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Alright, we gotta... We're gonna get the merrymen, I guess. Alright. Hey, Dart. What's the man in a jacket? Aaron green glass, missing piece. Also revolver. Okay. Which was related to the double murder of the Half Moon Street. Organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge with the added theft of ancient valuables. Give him the rope.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful, you Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them.
Yeah, I don't
I
give a
shall
shit
leave
what
now,
you say to
Watson.
me.
Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Dun dun dun. So, I guess we're not done, because we didn't get the end screen. I guess we gotta finish this up.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We're a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already
Robin?
lost everything of value in their lives.
You're just
We
pretty
are
nice.
ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push
Yeah,
us
we
to
speak in
compete
knowledge.
between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for
Viva
our group to
Revolution.
stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take.
It's like
What
Fight Club,
result
too.
do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men.
Dude.
Will you let us do our duty?
Fuck yeah. Blow it up.
When the law serves only the few, it can no longer be trusted. Every man is equal, and he has a right to choose his own way. And I shall not stop you.
All right. Let's hope Foley doesn't talk. He could, ruin the whole thing.
You're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of, pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men. I should leave now. Sherlock, Dr. Watson.
Holmes, what just happened? What was that?
The start of a new world. Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbor. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
Oh, is Sherlock gonna fall in love? Hold to check your conclusion. We got them all. Foley's vengeance. We condemned his ass. Let's get the hell out of here. Law Protector. Do we get to see the lady? Is that just it? Roll credits. They have a lot of Russians, eh? I mean, I guess they don't have to be Russians, but Eastern European, how about that? Pater. That one was not as good as The Testament of Sherlock Holmes. They had a much better, well, I guess it was a better story because it was one big story. This one's fun. I mean, it was just a bunch of little small cases. Do your detective thing. Get out. Sounds like someone's going, "Rah." Oh, there's the Mexican dude. Or was he one of the Brazilians? I don't remember. Alright. I wonder how you unlock all those haircuts and shit. Hey, the CFO was Deborah Blanche. President Jean-Pierre Bourdon. Tabitha did all the English translations. That's good. The Soho voices. Charles Swift was probably Sherlock Holmes. The credits kind of feel like they're having trouble scrolling. That's it, y'all. Drop a like if you haven't already. Drop a sub if you're new. Tis it. Oh, we get to sit here and smoke a cigarette. We can go through the casebook. That's kind of cool. I don't know where we can go. Oh, I didn't know about this. That's kind of neat. Did we condemn everybody? No, we absolved Captain Cocker. I didn't look at any of these guys. Cocker's a fine man. Alright, I guess we are just done. Done, done, done. Alright guys, like I said, drop a like if you're not already. Drop a sub if you're new. I'm out.